Hello, everybody. Welcome to a December 17th stream for Gift. I'm back again, looking for some trades. If you've been following the past couple days, there was a Fed announcement yesterday, followed by a big bullish move up. I think the US dollar sold off. If I'm correct, yeah, the US dollar is selling off. So that's a big indication why the price of gold is heading up. But other than that, let's get started on the analysis. So we can see that the daily, after the down day on Monday, it's just been a straight ride up. Actually, I just want to check one thing. Damn, that popped up huge too. But yeah, anyways, it's just been a straight ride up ever since Monday. Monday we had that down day. But since then it's been breaking levels towards the upside. I feel like we might hit like 1889 today. That's the next kind of inflection area or zone or level. That was on November 13th, 17th, and 16th before that dropped down before it broke that support. So we'll be looking at that level. If we go to the 4-hour, we can see that 4-hour is just straight printing bullish momentum. 90 is a good target area once again, and it broke the previous high from last week. What was that? December 8th. Yeah, last week, last Monday, that high. And ever since then, it's just been on a tear. We had that little retest at 4 o'clock. And after that retest, it's just been going towards the upside. So now with the hour, okay, let's look and try to plan out this trade. So with the hour is closing bullish right now. Hold on, give me a second. Let me restart that. Turn the music down a little bit. All right, so with the 5 o'clock hour closing bullish, as well as the 4, the 5 o'clock finished above the previous resistance with a nice strong body and a liquidity grab. One thing that we can anticipate is this 6 o'clock hour finishing bullish. Right now it's selling off, which is good for us because it helps us get a better entry point and kind of gauge the position itself, right? So with that, we break it down to lower time frames. Go to 30-minute. 30-minute had a nice bullish finish at 5:30, and now the 6:30 is opening lower, but it's a long hour. There's still 55 minutes left. We'll have to wait for that bullish momentum to kick in. 15-minute, you can see that 15-minute break below the previous 15-minute, kind of form a support and then push up higher. There is minor news at 6:30, so we'll be watching that as well. But other than that, we gotta break it down to lower time frames to see our entry point. All right, so with gold, we have 4 o'clock finishing bullish, 5 o'clock finish bullish as well. And currently we can see that the 6 o'clock candlestick has been opening lower. That's actually a good indication because the hour is long. And whenever it pushes towards one direction, especially the opposite of a trend, then the end of the hour typically finishes up higher. So now we break it down to lower time frames. Sorry, I'm trying to record it too because I think I'm gonna put in a trade here. All right, the price of gold. When we go to the hour chart, we can see 4 o'clock finish bullish, followed by a 5 o'clock bullish close as well. Pretty strong bullish, big body, a lot of liquidity grab on the wick over here. And now this hour for 6 o'clock is opening lower, and that's actually a good indication because the hour is long. There's still 50 minutes left in the hour, so there's a lot of time and room for this to reverse upwards. It is on a bullish momentum and a bullish trend because the price has broken out of the previous level we had drawn out on Sunday. Now we go to lower time frames, a 30-minute. 30 minutes having this nice little retracement after 530 broke out, finished with a nice strong bullish body. So now we just wait for that bullish momentum to kick in, the buy orders to be taking place before we enter the buy. 15-minute, same thing. It's opening up lower, but overall the higher time frames are bullish. So now we'll just wait for that bullish momentum on the 5-minute candlestick. It's gonna be a patience game, really. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. All right, so with the 5 o'clock. So I just got into an entry. So that in 1 second here. All right, so I just got into an entry. The 5-minute had quite a big wick with 1 minute left in the 5-minute. I do feel like this is a good start, an early indication of the reversal upwards, eventually breaking this 1884 area and pushing up upwards. My entry point is at 1880. I'm gonna mark it right there. I'm having a lenient stop of 40 pips, kind of below this whole 5-minute structure, because if it breaks below this area from the end of 4 o'clock to the start of 5 o'clock, then I feel like it'll head down. The TP, we're gonna anticipate a break, head for 1888. Try to get our 40 pips first at 1884, and then eventually hit 1888. So now we'll go to the higher time frames on the 15, and we'll just kind of watch the trade play out from there. do feel like the structure is pretty nice for that bullish move up, so just have to wait for it. I like this liquidity grab for the fact that the hour still has not went below the previous hour. That's where a stop is. So even with that, I think it'll push up near the end of the hour. The hour is still long. I mean, 45 minutes left in the hour, 48 minutes left. We just gotta wait for that to form. Oh, what's up, throwbacks and honest Rob? How you guys doing? Just saw you guys' messages. What's up, Rob? Take out blue line side. Damn, you're long from 1846. Hey, wow, that's a good entry price. Looking for at least 1890. I agree on that. I think 1888, 1890. That's a good level for that. So many times we snapped out into range between two levels with only a slight bullish momentum for the day. Yeah, that's true. I've seen that too. But with the stimulus hype and dollar weakness, I think you hit it on that point. Stimulus hype, usually the price of gold goes up, and dollar weakness, it's like the inverse of gold, so that usually means gold goes up as well. So with that, I do expect it to go up. And then throwbacks, you want me to check out Pound Japan? For sure, I'll check out Pound Japan. Throwbacks, you long or short on Pound Japan? Because the daily right now is pretty bullish. We're reaching a pretty nice resistance. If it breaks out of this area, I think it'll head up higher. We have nice bullish momentum. I think the pound is strong as well, from what I remember. 4 hours still got a little while to close. If we go to the 1 hour, this 6 o'clock 1 hour is pushing up bullish. You trying to long? Yeah, I could see that long, man. I see that long. Even if you longed it here, I do feel like we're gonna retest up here. Have the stop below this candlestick right here. So that's like kind of an intraday long to play. Just an intraday long idea to play. I do feel like the higher time frames are bullish structure when you go to the weekly. The weekly is forming kind of a bullish structure. I know the pound is strong too. The pound's been ripping. The daily is trying to break out of this resistance area that I quickly marked. 4 hour, same thing, pushing up bullish. 1 hour is having this bullish 6 o'clock 1 hour, which is good. 30-minute breaking above the previous 30-minute, and then the 15-minute as well. So if you longed it, I think even if you longed it now, you have your stop below 139.94. And then I think you would kind of have that push up higher for Pound Japan if you did want to try to long it. But for sure, at the bare minimum, have the stop at 139.92 throwbacks. Higher time frames are bullish, and I do feel like this is probably going to go up higher to the 35 area. But definitely have a stop here just as a safety net. Buzzing Mate took the first green 1 minute on FOMC last night. Yo, FOMC is always wild. I always like figure that out. I know this thing it shot all the way down, broke these levels, and started to shoot up. That long over here is very nice. I had a small position here, and then I got out. I didn't hold it overnight. I don't really like holding positions overnight, but that long honest drop, that was nice. And if you're holding it all this way, my hat's off to you, man. That's a solid trade. But your target of 1888, 1890, that is a good target. I do feel like we're gonna get up there too, because when you look at the higher time frames, that's the next area that I see it going, because that area is marked right here, and I feel like we tap into that area today. So your long is pretty nice to hold up to there. Obviously, with my strategy, I do profit take. I've held on to some losers too long, but we'll see. Um, and let my winners go down too, but that's why I like taking profits. But right here, I'm long at 1880, and I'm expecting that 80 pips as well. So it was kind of a revenge entry. Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. I've had that too. Where you had runners from the previous pump and then it got stopped out here. The thing with FOMC and the Fed news, it always does this bullshit, man. I hate it. I've gotten played by the FOMC and Fed minutes so much from like this type of movement. It's ridiculous. It would break levels and then, head up the other way. We'll see how it goes. I haven't even put a TP on. I have two positions. Fair enough. I mean, like one position you could get out for TP, and then the other one you could hold to. That might be a good opportunity. I do think it's a pretty good trade overall, though. I do think once we break out of like 1884 on strong bullish momentum, then it'll go up, sends it one way, then the other. Yeah, that's the Fed minutes, man. Sends it one way sharply and then goes the other way very sharply after. But I mean, gold was bound to go up with the stimulus talk and the weak dollar. I mean, those two are the big indicators for a potential rise in the price of gold. That's why I do feel like after that Fed news, it just kept continuing up. And even overnight, too. 12 midnight my time. Just started to shoot up. So, but yeah, I do agree. I do feel like it'll hit up higher. Pound Japan is ripping. Throwbacks, I hope you got a position in it. Let me know if you did. That entry point over here, when we were talking about it, that was good. Stop below this candlestick, and now it's just pushing up higher. Honest Rob, you're in you said you're in the UK again? I forget. I remember you came a couple times over the past few months. Randomly popped in. I mean, before the last couple of weeks, we've been anticipating Vanity, so lower and lower. That's kind of over because the vaccine is already among us. It's out there. Yeah, the vaccine is out there, and now it's back to like stimulus talks and that all that other good jazz. I think the stimulus talks and the dollar going weaker, and with the Biden administration, I think with all those that, I think it'll push up higher. Because when the price of gold went down a few weeks ago, that was the vaccine hype. The first vaccines being released, it being pumped in the UK and everything. UK, I think, was the first one that had it, which is pretty cool to even think of that. So. Actually gonna widen this a little bit here. I feel like this might just be a liquidity grab. But it is pumping lower. I'm gonna make it 74. Give myself some room. 60 pips for about 80 pips. It's a 4-hour look. 4 hours still looks like it could pump. Finishing above. I think the true traffic on this one is on the daily. Whoops. Which goes broke out of this previous level on December 9th and November 20th before I had the drop. Right now it's above all that. So yeah, I do feel like we're gonna get up to this area, the 1888, 1890. But with the classic movement on the price of gold, we're gonna see this type of movement for sure. Always happens. Every single time. Yeah, that's the thing. If unemployment claims are good, then I do agree. I feel like this whole trade would go out the window at that point. Your whole setups go. Oh, I thought you meant like that trade setup, but you meant your laptop, PC, everything. Yeah, man, that's a frustration with trading. I mean, like in theory, it does look pretty good until it doesn't, and then it just turns to shit. It's classic. Well, we have the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index and unemployment claims, so we'll see how that goes. I have it up on my other screen too. So honestly, man, the hour. Usually, when you have a structure like this, the next hour does go up, and like this might just be a wick or like that kind of fake out, grab some stops, and then push up because we both know how gold moves like that, right? I'm happy I widened up my stop a bit. I was like looking at it and I was like, that's some bullshit. What's happening? For real. Cause it's literally doing kind of this move here breaks below certain levels, and then it would pop up like the next hour. So I feel like we might get that again, and now it's pushing up again. So, but yeah, if this drops like 300 pips, don't worry, I'll probably throw my setup out the window too. Probably smash it first with like a sledgehammer, and then throw it out. Yeah, I feel like the support actually held up nice. I like how it just tapped into here, tapped into there, and then pushed up. That's why I was like looking at it. I'm like, maybe my stop should be below this candlestick, because that is like a prior support. Taps once, finishes above it at 3 o'clock, above at 4 o'clock. This is all mountain time too, so obviously our times aren't the same, but 2 hours ago and 3 hours ago. Um, Tapped into that, held it, pushed up higher. Kind of like how that moved over there. Now the 15 and 30 don't look the sexiest for sure, but I'm basing it off the hour anyways. All right, news came out. Let's check it out. Pull it up on this screen. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index worse than expected. That's good. That's usually good for the price of gold. And unemployment claims, let's go. Worse than expected too. Yeah, now I do feel more comfortable with this trade right now. For me, it's like I don't see how anyone could have the audacity to short gold with that 900 billion coming in. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. And even yesterday, I don't know if you watched that press conference with Jay Powell, but he said there's going to be a slow year, slow economic growth year for next year. So with that, whoops, I do feel like gold will probably head up. I do have a bet that it heads up to like 2,500 eventually. So I do feel like it'll get there long term, but we'll see how it goes. Bitcoin ATH. Uh, yeah, isn't Bitcoin up fucking big right now? 23,000. Goddamn. What did it hit? It almost hit 24,000. Holy shit. Yeah, when it broke out there, holy, it's just been on a tear ever since. Did you get any Bitcoin throwbacks? Bitcoin love, all the doubters 2 years back. I had 2 Bitcoins sold in both for a small loss. Dude, Bitcoin's nuts. Trying to margin it. Trying to margin Bitcoin? Damn, that would be sick if you could do that. Don't worry, man. I don't know if you guys heard of Quadriga, but Quadriga, it was that Canadian company that I invested with for cryptos. the guy apparently died, and then in India, building an orphanage, took all the coins and just left. You're trying to buy the dip for the portfolio. Yeah, nice. I do feel like Bitcoin's probably gonna have another dip again. Usually when it has new highs, then it continues up higher. I think everybody had cryptos 2 years back and sold them for a loss, but I think the true like hodlers, well, yeah, all the true hodlers just held it and are in profit right now. Crypto face, I haven't seen rally on sequel. I've been to Forex, but I love being active trading regularly. Yeah, same. I'm with Honest Rob there. I love its bullish momentum on Bitcoin because it like puts a dent in all the doubters, and Bitcoin is the way to go. It is the way. But I do like trading every day. I like trading my 3 hours and then just chilling the rest of the day. So that's Bitcoin locked up more. How's Crypto Face doing anyways? Crypto Face up quite a bit. Used to be like, how's your Bitcoin? Oh, he used to hate on the Bitcoin trade, didn't he? Classic. Killed it last night. When it was trying to get to 22K, he was in long. Well, damn, I don't blame him for being long on that trade. That trade is nice. Now we're probably gonna see 25,000 eventually. Probably gonna see like 25,000 with Bitcoin. Look at that, and just new all-time highs. It's a beautiful thing to watch that. All the hodlers. But yeah, for now, I think I'm just gonna watch gold. I think gold's coming up on it. Let's go back to the 30-minute and just watch it. Break above 1884, and we're getting that pump up that we needed. Putting that to 1888. So now with the bad news, the bad Philly Fed and the bad unemployment claims, we can anticipate the price of gold to push up higher for the end of the hour. I do feel like we're gonna break 1884, and that'll give me the extra 40 pips to up to 1888. If it doesn't happen at the end of the 6 o'clock hour, then I do feel like it'll happen early into 7 o'clock or even later into 7 o'clock when the market opens and really absorbs the Fed news. You got your extra funds coming in today. You get more aggressive with trading next week. Nice, nice. Actually not nice for the fact that it's holiday season and next week is gonna be one of the slowest weeks you'll ever see. Just for the fact it's Christmas Eve. A lot of people are gonna be off, so trading will slow down, and I feel like there won't be as much volume, even into the new year too. So this week and some of next week or 2 weeks ago. So next week and 2 weeks from now, I think it'll be slower. You made 200 on Tron Casino, being slow and steady too. That's good. Tron Casino. Yeah, I'd wait till like January, man. Why not? Even for me, after this week and maybe like 1 or 2 days next week, I'll be on every day. But I think I'll wait until like first week of January or second week of January to get back to like actual aggressive trading. You wait till mid Jan. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'll be on every day though. I need to keep the routine up. I think routine and consistency of being on every morning, that's gonna be the biggest key for me going into the new year. Man, if this flips bullish, you have so many orders over here pushing up higher. So if this hour flips bullish, that's all these orders on this wick pushing up higher. And we're going to get a huge pop, I think. And we're going to hit that target that we have at 1888, 1890 area. There it goes. Look at that. Flip up bullish. Honest Rob, I hope you're enjoying your positions. Honest Rob, are you following us on Instagram? It's at Genco Institute for Trading. We usually post updates on there and everything with our trading. You will later. Sounds good. I'll give you a shout out for this gold trade and you two throwbacks for tuning in. I like this pump up though. I feel like we're gonna hit 1888 in no time here. You just received email? No worries, man. You got to work and trade too, I'm guessing. So there we go. I'm liking the pump. I'm liking the pump. Now we got to flip bullish. Got another 30 pips to go. We'll see how it turns out. Just got to enjoy the ride. Your TV order on eBay got canceled. Damn, that sucks. Is that due to COVID or some other reasons? All right, so with flip bullish, we have all this momentum. It's shooting up. We're about 20 pips away from the take profit. It's low. Go break it down into lower time frames. Yeah, it's a gift. I think UK were having massive issues at the ports. Yeah, fair enough. I feel like everywhere is having issues with their whole delivery system. But all right, this hour is pushing up. You have all these orders pushing up higher. Now, if we go to lower time frames, check out the 30 minute. 30 minute broke above previous two 30-minute highs. 15-minute, same thing. It's about to close in 4 minutes. And I do feel like the next 15-minute, you're going to get that pop up to 1888. 20 more pips and we're good to go. China are refusing to take back empty containers to China, clogging our port because our production is low. Wow, man. Fuck China. That is whack. So they just like store all their containers on your guys' port, and nothing can even get there. 1896. Well, honest Rob, I'm actually gonna have like a take profit at 1888, and I'm gonna hold one runner position. So that runner position, I think I'm gonna hold it. See how it goes. Have the stop below like 15 minutes or something. Put the stop at break even and let it ride. That's usually like how I like to trade. I do like the structure and formation though. My bigger lot size throwbacks is my bigger lot size is the one I take profit on, and then my lower lot size is a runner. So like my take profit is at 1888, and then my runner is like lower. But if it runs and if it continues past like 1890 up to like 1900, then yeah, that'd be like pretty beneficial there. Because like my whole strategy is taking profits and then letting a runner run, and with that we could see that if we won't miss out like on the rest of the move, and we might still be able to catch some profits and pips from it. Yeah, I was sad talking to an international courier. Was telling me, yeah, I'm thinking considering Century as a swing now. Ooh, damn, it's popping. Yeah, no worries, throwbacks. Ask any questions, DM us on Instagram, ask on the chat. I mean, you're here like every day. That's why you're a mod, right? So you sad talking to an international career was telling you. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm considering an entry as a swing. Yeah, man. Well, you said you have two positions. Don't let me influence it, but I like to take profit on one position and like let the other one kind of run. So right now my take profit is coming up to 1888, and then with that, um, I'm gonna have a runner running for the rest of the day. All right, so the 15-minute closed. We could check out the 15-minute closed bullish above every other candlestick. Strong body, strong finish. 30-minute, it still has about 15 minutes to go, but finishing pretty bullish. The 1 hour flipped up bullish as well. So I feel like at the end of this hour, we're gonna get that push to 1888, and then 7 o'clock, we're gonna probably continue, to be honest. I mean, shit, nothing is stopping this. Yeah, you're right. I was open too. That's the whole idea. I just have real issues with closing. Hey, man, I'm going to give you it from my experience. I've had that before too. I've had fat runners, 300, 400 pips. Never closed it, wanted like 500 pips. But then I ended up with 50 pips. So that's why I always take one out and then leave one going. I open up two positions too. Actually, I have one core position, one big position, and then one runner, which is like half the size. So I close the big position, and then I'll let the runner go. You know. You heard that fiscal stimulus deal deadline? See, let me look. I don't know. I think it would be before Christmas for the fiscal stimulus deal. I don't know what date though. I think it might be tomorrow. You're right. You're trying to get to that zone for your long, right? Yep, throwbacks. I'm trying to get to that zone. That zone is marked on my daily, right on this level right here. That's about 1890. I'm aiming for a little bit before that just because I don't want to get too greedy. So I am trying to get to this zone over here on the daily. Talking about 600 stimulus package or something trying to get squeezed in. Yeah, they are. 600 stimulus package before Christmas and then 1200, 1218. So yeah, that is tomorrow. It's December 18th. This is a deadline. Damn. And my alert go off at 1888, so it makes that sound. Where's Chan? Chan usually comes on later now. I think he's trying to adjust to a new schedule he's trying to make. But he comes on like after 7:30. He doesn't really like trading before 7. So personal preferences, right? If he's profitable after 7:30, gotta let him do that, right? If his journaling and log says he's losing before 7:30, then there's no point trading then. All right, couple pips away. Boom, take profit hit. Even got the alert going off. There we go. Moving stops to break even and letting it ride. That was a great day for the trade for the day. Looking forward to the next one. That was a beautiful trade for the day. Now we're just gonna sit back, relax, and wait for the next opportunity. Do you use fib or RSI indicators? No, I use fib sometimes for retracements. RSI not. Fax is not. Mine is not as sharp around that time. Yeah, his mind is I mean, it's sharp. Don't get me wrong. Like he has a lot of knowledge, but around that time, I feel like he's just waking up, probably trying to get into the flow of things. I wake up at like 4:45, go for a quick run with my dog, come on, have everything set up by like 5:50 now. I'm on at 6 o'clock. This is all Mountain Standard Time, and then got 3 hours to trade. For him, he likes to be on like 6:30. Look at his like stock portfolio. Look at Hedge Eye. Those guys have like good knowledge on what to look for and what his portfolio doing, what the market is. Then 7:30 tunes into like the macro show, and then he comes on here for like an hour. So that's pretty good schedule too. But yeah, damn, this thing is pumping. There's no stop for this in sight. This thing's going like 1890. Holy shit, it's just pumping up. Damn, that was a wonderful setup. Good odds. Yep, that was. I think it's all about the odds there. Supply and resistance zones just learned this week. Nice, nice. But that's where I had this trade, right? That's where I moved my stop. The zone down here, that was a big, heavy demand area. Because every time it reached 1774, it pumped up. So when this one it went all the way to 1774, it pumped all the way up. So there's a lot of supply, a lot of demand, and even up here too. That zone, the reason why I thought it would go there is because of this area right here. You can see the matrix now. Nice. Well, all these levels are just like previous levels I had drawn out from like my analysis days. Yeah, so with my analysis days, I just draw out these zones and those levels and kind of play from there. But I'm loving how this broke out on the data. That is a nice ass breakout. Higher time frame zones equal better supply or support and resistance. Yeah, yeah, higher time frame are better support and resistance. Look at here, for example. So if we just tune in here on this level at 1860, we can see before this broke down, how many times did it tap into here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days. That's a big support zone. So you know when it broke out on November 23rd, that shit was gonna keep on crashing. Oh. Whoops. Might check out NASDAQ in a bit here. Damn, fuck. Pound Japan dropped, didn't it? That is a whack ass looking thing. Fuck, sorry. Throwbacks. My analysis wasn't right on this. If you entered it long. I never liked Pound Japan. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've never really been a fan of it. It moves quite nice though. Don't get me wrong. And I know like a couple traders or mentors trade it and stuff. I've never been a fan of it, but it does move nice. I thought like after this kind of momentum, it would continue, but when it broke below here, that was it for that trade. Bitcoin, damn, that pumped down. Euro, the US 100. You're in a signals group, so they would have lost this hour. Hey Matt, yo, I'm gonna tell you, don't follow signals. You gotta learn on your own. Not hating on it. I'm just saying that signals are like they're subjective according to certain traders' trading styles. But like I used to do that, and then when I went out on my own, I didn't know what the fuck to do. That's why I learned on my own, and now I just do this on my own. Well, with Chan, of course. Um, and then yeah, I mean, we just trade it like that. We try to like learn it. We have our own simulation thing going. We have our charts drawn up. We trade based off our strategies, based off what we see in the markets. Yeah, I see. I try to see a pattern. Yeah, I try to see patterns and like price action. Price action, in my opinion, that's like the way to go. Price action is like that's the thing that helps us the most, in my opinion. But because this was all price action, even when I was like talking about it, literally all price action. Even though it broke the 5 o'clock low, grabbed a bunch of liquidity, pushed up higher, bad news, and then pushed up higher. Now straight price action hits like the zone up here, hits the zone down here. I won't even short it up here, but like I would watch it, see how it reacts. We're still early in the day. It's only 7 o'clock. We still got 7 hours left for the trading session. So you never know. It could break up and we could see that 1896 Honest Rob was talking about. For me personally, I think I'm done here. I'm done at that area. I have a runner going. That runner's going. That runner's stop loss is going to be below this 15-minute. So if it hits, I'm out. Stop loss of the runner is going to be 1885.50. I'll probably put it 1885 actually, 1885. And then if it hits, it hits. And if not, not. But I think it is all about patterns and price action and just looking at it, consistency, trying it out. Damn, where did Honest Rob go? Disappeared. Damn, we had 6 viewers at one time. That's pretty sick. Not bad at all. Whoops. Oh, you're still there using your phone hunt for replacement TV? The stream's still running on TV. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering what you're gonna do with the trade. If you're still holding to like 1896. But no, it's all good. Look for your replacement TV. Hey man, I'd wait till Boxing Day. Shit, there's some nice sales for TVs on Boxing Day. I don't know if you guys get that in the UK. But like, yeah, the sales, the price is cheap, just in general. Some nice TVs for like a couple $100 too. That was the last hurdle to 100% confirmed bullish bias is around 1914. Yeah, I think so. I think above this area, maybe back into this liquidity zone that I had drawn up before. It was my daily. This whole liquidity zone at 1910 to 1920. That might be a good area. Break of bull flag, yeah, descending trend line. It is kind of a descending trend line. I was talking about it on Tuesday. It is kind of like that at the moment with the high, lower high. So we'll have to see what it does around 1914. Whoops, not replay. But you're right about that bullish flag. Could be a bullish flag. Who knows? Bull run up and then push down. Let's see how that turns out. Um, But yeah, my advice is just take profits along the way, even if you close out 1 out of 2 positions. See how if it breaks this level. If it does, then I think it'll shoot up. Especially how the weekly looks now. This weekly looks so nice. I think next week you're gonna get another bullish move up too. So next week I'll probably be looking for longs, bold plays, and yeah, I do think that 1914 area in a week or so for a swing trade, that's gonna be nice. Good target over there. You can give it another day. Sounds good. Just be careful. Fridays, classic fake out days. Honestly, you really could if this day finishes bullish like this, or even if it goes higher. It's still we still got like 7 hours in the day, so even if it does go higher, that's gonna be nice to give it another day. I like how it moved after the Fed news. That is a beaut right there. You held last weekend. I was long too. I got stopped out on December 14th when it broke lower. Barely, it stopped me out like right here at 1820. I remember that day. That was a bad one. But yeah, after that, I think this was just like a fake out stop grab and then pushed up higher. Hey man, if stimulus does go through, then yeah, I do feel like price of gold will go up. It just doesn't make sense for it to go down with 900 billion being pumped into the market. It has to go somewhere, right? And that's usually when gold goes up. So I think we have weekly level 1890. So if it goes above that today, I'll hold both positions. Yeah, I have 1890 marked right here too. That zone over here, we tapped into it in November, right before the breakdown. That was the last resistance area, November 16th, 13th, and 17th. So the Friday, Monday, and the Tuesday. I do feel like that 1890 area that's gonna be interesting. If gold finishes above, you're good. But if gold reacts, even if it finishes above today and tomorrow, then that's gonna be a solid trade. There's nothing stopping it from going down really, unless stimulus doesn't kick in. But that's all up to the House and the Senate. I do like this structure though, especially this week. Ever since Tuesday, just been on a tear upwards. So I'm gonna go back to the hour, see how 7 o'clock is. See how it reacts. Shit, maybe I'll get into another long near the end of the hour or something. Give it some time to room or some time to move. Then my eyes will be on 1914 or that trend line for position one close at the last run days. Yeah, that downtrend line. I know that downtrend line you're talking about. This one right here, right? I'd play the zones. I played it like 1910, but I do see that trend line. And I do feel like we're gonna hit 2500 next year. No lie, I do think we're gonna get up there. I have a bet that in a couple year time frame we're gonna hit 2500 on the price of gold. It might be the best safe haven available for investors. And it's a good safety net for investors. And with money still being pumped into the economy and slow economic growth next year, forecasted for next year, according to our good friend Jay Powell, I can see gold rising up long term. Wait, the 1764 right here. Actual bottom of the most recent bear trend was 1764, perfect rejection. 18 May 22. That is the perfect one, eh? Super FOMC for me there is after one day, never looked like. Yeah, I agree. After this day, it just went straight up. That was crazy too. I wasn't expect. I thought it was gonna like kind of retest and then go up, but like after this day. But really think about it though. From here to here, that's when the vaccines were administered and kind of delivered around the world. So after that kind of slowed down, then you have like after the vaccine entry 1764 899 is the entry you dream of. Yeah, actually write it down there. Even 1765, I would dream of that entry. But honestly, even if you got it like up here or even on this daily candle somewhere in there, that's good too. But this bull move up does make sense with stimulus, slow economic growth. I think the stimulus talks came back into play here once the vaccine talks slow down. And then once again, here to here, that's the Fed news, slow economic growth, stimulus coming through. Hopefully, they approve of the $900 billion package um for America, but we'll see. There, like you could tell, gold moves in waves, and there's always an explanation for these waves and why they happen. vaccine. That was from the stimulus talks, and then once again we have the stimulus talks coming back into play over here too when it moves in waves. This was just like a slowdown. You could tell by these couple days that there was not much going on, but still moving pretty nicely though. Stimulus talks, and then once again we have the stimulus talks coming back into play over here too. You were watching at that level, but your mindset was destroyed. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. I don't even know if I would have longed it on that day. You were watching it. It's tough to enter though when you see something like this happen. To take a position right on this wick right here, you need some balls. Like, what if you took it long there and then it dropped to like 1740? Obviously, gold does go to levels and everything, but never know. You never know. Gold is a wild thing for sure. Slowing down up here. A 5 minute just looks rangy and wicky. So yeah, you almost had to curse somebody out at work. That's why you're gonna have to focus trading strategy for 2021. Yo, honestly, yo, throwbacks. Tune in on a mental shot with you 9 to 5. Tune in to our Saturday stream. We're gonna be doing a simulation on Saturday. We're gonna get back into that. So folks just rude and you're in HR. Yeah, folks are rude. Trading is the best, and I think it is the best overall, especially long term. And then you buy whatever real estate properties and everything from it. But for the trading strategy, you guys simulate and really practice too. I'm just having a hard time because I was working and missing opportunities. Also, it's weird being back on work sometimes after so many months. Because you were working and missing opportunities. Yeah, it seems like both you guys are like working and trying. It's good. You work, you guys have that steady income, and then you focus on your strategy too. And it's sometimes my other buddy, Honest Rob, what he does is like, so let's say you have that 1764 area marked, you just put in like an alert there, right? I don't know if you use TradingView or anything. You just click the plus, add alert, and if it goes down to that level, you'll get alert on your phone if you have the app downloaded. And maybe that would help, but just considering you gotta focus on work and trading, it's kind of tough to actually like enter. I know those feels. But once you can do trading full time, I feel like that's better. A lot more freedom. Then you could. You need like at least 6 figures to be like, okay, I think trading is meant for me. Like a high 5 to low 6 would be like a good place. I was working and missing opportunities. Yeah, I feel like everybody's going back to work too, especially after vaccines are administered. It's kind of weird going back there. Like you've been off for many months just for 1 or 2 weeks. I was installing stuff all over UK, driving 4 hours to do 2 hour job for 4 or 5. God damn, that's insane. So you basically have 4 hours driving, 2 hour job, so 6 hours for like a 2 hour job pay. That is crazy for 4 or 5 days a week. Wow. So ready for life change for sure. Already graduated college, still not in your field. Dude, honestly, like if you're not in your field, if you're not working for something you don't really enjoy, or if you have to like have a lot of logistics or a lot of time driving where your logistics are all kind of fucked up, then you need that side income eventually. It's good to work on trading strategies. Even Honest Rob, every time you tuned in to trade this stream, you've had some nice gold trades. Like today, and I think last month you tuned into, and you said you had a nice gold trade. I remember every time you tune in, you have a pretty good price on gold, which is good. Um, Throwbacks, you're 33, late for your life change. Graduate college. Dude, the job market is slow as fuck right now. I think everywhere you are, if you're not in your field, it's tough to get into your field, depending what your field is. Just for the fact there's not a lot of supply out there for those jobs. I think trading and learning about finance really changes your mindset. Like you realize how much money is made out there for doing basically nothing, just putting it in the right places. Yeah, I agree 100%. Trading is, well, learning about financial literacy, I think that's the biggest thing, because then I feel like 70% of the population doesn't have a sense of financial literacy. They'll like leave it in the bank or give it to the bank to trade with their money or put it into like mutual funds or something like that. But once you realize there's different fields to make money, like athletes, actors, etc. But for like the regular Joe that's not gifted with those skills, if you have financial literacy, then you can make money for like investing and saving. You can just have your own portfolio, make the right choices, putting it in the right places, like you said, and then that would act as a financial boost for you, or even trading too. Because when you learn about trading, you can see that there's a few mentors we follow that make like 2,000, 2,500 a day. 2,000, 2,500 a day is like a month's salary for most people, which is insane. And it took him 4 years, 5 years to get to that point. But eventually, when you get to that point, then you realize how much money there is to be made out there with the right mindset and the right financial literacy, and basically just learning about where you could invest, where you could put your finances and money to, instead of just like spending it out every weekend. And then with that, once you gain a lot of money, then you could go spend it out whenever you want. It's your money, it's your hard-earned money, and then you just do with it as you please. Make $100 a day, you'll be Gucci. Yeah, I think if that's your goal, if you want $100 a day, you get that $100 a day. Reading and watching videos how to trade with the market and just basics. Yeah, I think that there's so much free education out there now. YouTube, Google, everything. And then you just got to find the right resources and kind of use them to trade with, right? So I think it's really kind of sad because it's a huge catalyst for massive growth. And like you see sick programs on how people abuse their powers. Bankers, Lehman Brothers pay themselves hundreds of million bonuses and crash the global. Yeah, no, that is I think that's one of the more detrimental things to finance and financial literacy is those pyramid schemes and how they could grow their millions of dollars and I guess their wealth from exploiting other people and exploiting people who don't have financial literacy, basically, who people who invest in them with the promise that they'll have like double or triple their returns when it's not really how that works. So with that, I do feel like there's a lot of people exploiting just the regular Joe and crashing the global economy, but then they're not even punished for it. So trading is 90% mental. Yeah, it is. 90% mental for sure. Gotta be in the right mindset, clear mind, clear trading ideas, ability to exit, ability to enter even, but ability to exit for a stop for a small loss or ability to exit for a profit, ability to enter at the right prices, etc. It's like all mental. Sometimes it's just like all in your head, you know? YouTube University. Yeah, YouTube has a lot of stuff on it. I literally set up my home theater at home from YouTube. I didn't know what the fuck to do when I started, but projector, amplifier, all that stuff, screen, all from YouTube. So they got a lot of stuff on YouTube, even trading too. Search up like Forex trading. A lot of stuff comes up on that. You purchased a course, £395. What course did you purchase? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to share it, but I was just wondering because there's a lot of courses out there. I mean, some are helpful though, for sure. Don't get me wrong. The guy you bought it off of drives Lambo, pure cloud chaser, unresponsive. That's the worst, man. Those marketers on Instagram or some shit literally post pictures with rental cars and everything else. The Forex hub. James Watt. Oh, I've heard of that name. That guy is a douche, ain't he? Forex strategies, lifetime support. Absolutely no one beats 14-day back, money guarantee. Channel trading psychological. This course seems pretty good though. Just on it right now. Goals, review, adapt, and more. Think like a professional. Wow, the course does seem pretty good. But Forex Hub, oops, Telegram too. Check out the Instagram and YouTube. Great trader is a great athlete. Interesting. Doesn't seem too bad, but like, yeah, the unresponsive thing, that probably would get me. Because I feel like if you buy a course and if it's like lifetime support, that you probably have to be responsive. But the course itself does look pretty good from what I looked at. But the thing is, that gets me, you have to subscribe and you have to use this crappy BD Swiss if you want him, if you want into his analysis community. What the hell is BD Swiss? Oh, he probably makes money from a partnership from Beauty Swiss. Pretty reputable broker though. But I feel like he probably has a partnership with BD Swiss where you have to use that UK furlough. What's a UK furlough? Damn, that's a lot of money. Furlough is like the stimulus there. Yeah, I was reading on it. It's like stimulus. You get paid up to 80% of the wages of around 9.5 million people. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Extended until the end of April. Wow. Ain't bad at all. But those are only for the laid off people, right? So whoever's laid off. Pandemic's gonna get worse quick too. That's why I'm gonna stack up because it's damn cheap. That's where people still kept on by their employer but unable to operate. Fair enough, because of their tier lockdowns and restrictions. Damn, wow. People still kept on by their employer but unable to operate. So they're like still employed but like unable to work. Temporary layoffs, isn't it? I think that's a definition. But I do think April's the right date. I feel like the next couple months as the vaccines come through, it's gonna be like a lot of cases rising across everywhere, really, in my opinion. But we'll see how it turns out. Like where I live, our province or state, as you want to call it, is in a lockdown too right now. It happens. Holy fuck, the US is at 17 million now. That's insane. Wow, gold is shooting up too. Look at that. That's a nice trade over there. I missed it. I was gonna enter at 7 o'clock, but I missed it. I'm gonna be honest. Let's go check out some other ones. Thing is, when April ends, that bubble pops, true unemployment numbers come out, and boom, there goes the pound. Drops like a stone. Yep, I agree. That's where slow economic growth comes in too, right? Like you have all this hype that everything's gonna be good, but it'll be a while before the economy, especially globally, gets up and running, and maybe even like nationally with the UK, Canada, USA. And that's when I think that's when the shit hits the fan. I think next year we might get like another drop in the market, drop in certain currencies like the pound. But we'll see. I mean, we're already getting a drop in the dollar. So other currencies may even follow. Never know. Yeah, I still have a runner from here. I wanted to enter another position, but I was hoping it would go like 1884 and then pop up. But right now I still have my runner from 1880. I think around like I'll see how it reacts around this area. Like that candlestick is just so fucking nice. Holy on the daily. So I want to see how it reacts around this area, and we'll see if I get out or hold it to like 1900. I feel like 1900 might be a good area to test, but we'll see. Over the last 10 years, the amount of Eastern Europeans coming to work here has made the average person lazy. So many bums on welfare. Wow. I feel like that's the case with a lot of countries, even like the States, and sit on benefits, have 3 kids, no one works. Yeah. I feel like that's the case with everything, especially lately too. Um, with the government like actually giving like income to everybody, I feel like a lot of people have become lazier and don't really want to go out and earn it. So that might be the case with the UK, States, Canada, especially Canada at CERB. We got like 2,000 every month. And three kids do have the same, have three kids each. So wait, when you have three kids, you can get like benefits in the UK? Don't have any because the rich dodge taxes and it's too expensive for the people at the bottom of the food chain to live. Yeah, that's a wealth gap between the whole world, man. That right there is that wealth gap between the whole world. It's reduced it to two kids now, so the third you get no more money. Probably better. Probably better. That's crazy though, how all the benefits are there. And now that I think people do exploit them sometimes, get like different benefits, different there's a lot available out there to the average person nowadays where they can actually get government money or government benefits. It has made people more lazy though, for sure. Like, you're right about that. It's not denying that. Let's look at gold. Still pumping up. I mean, that's it for the day for me, really. One trade, one pretty good trade while we're at it. And now we're just chilling. Like the chances of a fit girl you went to school who is still fit 6 years later is slim to none. Wow. Yeah, I guess that's due to laziness. 1896 is incoming. It is so close right now. I've been watching it. I might get half my runner out at 1895 area. Been watching it on my broker screen. It's so close to 1896. I feel like it should hit eventually. How's a 15-minute look? Yeah, I think the end of this hour, you're gonna get the next 10 minutes. Probably that 1896 is gonna hit. It's looking nice. 20 more pips. Wow, there it is. 10 more pips. I'm gonna get out half. Just got out half of my runner. So now I only have half a runner left, but like, damn. Look at that move. That is a nice move. I'm gonna actually upload this on Instagram story. Hey, 1896. Just round number to deal with now. Yeah. I mean, it did hit that. That was a good trade, man. That was a very good trade. Weekly level. Yeah, I think the weekly level's gonna hold there too. I think next week we might have a pop up though. Hold on, I'll be right back. It's inevitable we'll have a pullback at some point. Yeah, I agree. We're always gonna have a pullback on gold. Always seems to be a pullback, anyways. Almost 600 pips. That's so fat. That's huge. Yo, good trade, honest drop. That's solid. Man, the thing is to do this consistently over a long period of time. That's when it's like really profitable. That's when it comes into play. Doing this every day over a long period of time. That's the biggest key in this, but we'll have to wait and see. 8 o'clock opened. See how the hour closed. Hour closed decently nice. Feel like we might get a pop up for 8 o'clock. I'm done, I think, for the day. I'll probably just chill around, watch the market. We take out 1900 today. You'll move your stop loss to 1847. Good plan. Good plan. Oh, shit. I mean, with that 4 hour close, honestly, yeah, that 1910 level is looking pretty sexy for the next level. Oh, I see why you had 96. Yeah, 1896 is like right there. Eh? Yeah, I see that. But if we do clear 1900, man, we have this clean move to the left to try and cover. You know what I mean? So like right now, even if you consider this as a resistance, if it breaks out, I feel like we get to 1910 pretty easy. So yeah, if it clears 1900, fuck, you're all good. I think that thing is gonna shoot up to the sky after. Yes, perfect stimulus drop territory. Boom, pop, clean traffic. I agree to all those points. Shit, if the stimulus drops in, man, that thing is gonna go flying. Here, man, here's a nice little thing. There will come a time when the economy does not require increased amounts of policy accommodation that in any case is some ways off. Translation, print more money. That's basically it. A fancy button. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best with fundamentals, inevitable, right? But with Christmas, yeah, I think they got to handle their business. Tomorrow's the deadline, so I think tomorrow they got to handle their business for sure. I think with that, then we'll see a true indication. Who knows? Who knows? I'm hoping they get the deal done though. Americans have been really chewed out their stimulus and money. I think their economy is just like doing like one of the worst out there, isn't it? Not a lot of jobs are being created, not a lot of income. A lot of people are losing their houses. I think they said like 50, 60 million people are going to be left without a home going into 2021. Backed up on mortgage payments. But yeah, maybe that's when the bubble pops. So government really does have to handle their business, especially in the States. They're slacking hard on that. Oh man, slow down quite a bit. I think I'm gonna be done at 8:30, so about like 20 more minutes. I gotta go do some stuff after, so gotta keep busy, you know. I'll be on tomorrow around the same time if you tune in, Honest Rob. Um, Nasty area from here to, yeah, that is a tough area, but I mean, if it breaks, if it heads to like 1900, I think it's in the clear because when I go like all the way back to that November 13th pre-drop, 1898, I feel like anything above here, we're gonna be good. So like whatever that highest wick point is, 1900 seems like a good target. We'll see though. If stimulus actually goes through, this is probably gonna shoot up into next week. You'll pop in, say, sounds good, man. We do this every day, same time, 6 a.m. to 9, 8 to 9, depends on the day. Um, for UK time, I think that is. Let me check. It's about 1 p.m. 1 p.m. to 3 to 4. Throwbacks is always here. He always pops in. He's been here for like since we started up the stream a couple months now. Became a moderator. Still building this up though. I think like giving it a while, maybe like half a year, and I think it'll start gaining some traction. But yeah, I do love trading gold. Gold is my thing to trade. I've been trading that forever now. It's so fun. I don't have swing trades like you though. I don't have those big entries at 46 down here. That entry was nice. That was just right at the bottom of that wick and then boom, shot up after Fed minutes. It's a hard game to get into. My God, I got some videos from some guys stream the other day. I'll DM it to you on Insta. It gets in and live on Brexit News. Yeah, send it over. Let me see that. I think there's a lot of streams for trading now. A lot of people trying to get it for free, especially with pandemic and lockdown. A lot of people are starting up trading. But yeah, send me over on the Brexit News. I want to see how that happens. I know 3 reputable streamers on a daily basis. Todd Capital Group, he's sick. I actually, whenever I had insomnia, stayed up past midnight and watched the London stream. Todd Capital Group, amazing dude, amazing trader, consistent as fuck. Same thing every day, and in general, really good. Catch you tomorrow, 1950. Sounds good. But yeah, let me just say the 3 names: Trade with Monty and Wicks Don't Lie and Todd Capital Group. 3 of the best streamers out there for trading, for sure, hands down. But yeah, all right. Have a good day, man. See me at 1950, 1910. It's a lot of traffic here, though. It's having a struggle. But hopefully, yeah, Wicks don't lie. Wicks don't lie, man. I was in a stream before I decided to start up on my own because at one point I realized that what if he stopped streaming? I would have to learn trading by myself, right? He is sick at trading. His style doesn't fit my style. Everybody's style's catered to each individual person. Never really actions a lot. Yeah, Todd don't know, man. It seems like he never really actions a lot. He doesn't. He literally has the most patience and then he waits. And when he calls it, his success rate for when he trades is pretty high, though. That's what I would say. Like his win probability is high, and he waits for his setup and his win probability to be in his favor. But yeah, he doesn't really action a lot for sure. Wicks don't lie. He's great. Trade with Monty. He's smart. He has a lot of knowledge, and it's a pretty chill stream in there. But yeah, those 3 I think are the best 3 streamers. But All right, man. Catch you tomorrow, or catch you when gold at 1950. Either or. Monty's moving to just paid community stuff now. Yeah, he is. Yeah, for sure. Asian's gonna buy it up. Yeah, I feel like the Asian session is gonna buy out gold for sure. Monty does stream time to time, but I do think he's going paid community now. Still pretty good. Wicks don't lie is a goat for it though. You know what? I think I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks everybody tuning in. Thanks Honest Rob. Thanks Throwbacks for joining me on the stream. Quite a good one today. Had a nice trade. Tomorrow is Friday. Might take it a little bit easier. We'll see how that turns out, but we'll catch everybody tomorrow. Hope everybody has a good rest of the day today.